Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Ramakrishna, and my topic of discussion today is on applied data mining project, which is the myocardial infarction complications dataset and the Hungarian chickenpox dataset. Coming to this, I have derived this data from UC Irwin Machine Learning Repository. The platform maintains over 500 datasets that are intended to provide services to the machine learning community. I will provide the link as well in the description down below. And coming to the myocardial infarction dataset, uh, this is used to detect the heart attack and health diseases in the patients. And the second dataset which I have used is the Hungarian chickenpox case dataset. This is the dataset is the data derived from the year 2005 to 2015, and this data can be used to predict count country level cases and national level cases as well. Uh, so so this is the slide where I have mentioned few of my columns in this. And coming to the second Hungarian dataset, columns which I have included. And description of the specific data preparation process conducted. In this process, we are reading the data from the myocardial infection using pandas package and selecting columns from 1 to 123, and then finally displaying the first 5 records in assertion functionality. And second one is getting the MA data structure. In this process, we are checking the data structure of our data set by the special function info and selecting specific columns to be used during the merging process. In this phase, we are selecting the first 21 columns to be able to merge with subsequent, and this in this cleaning the data. In this phase, we are cleaning the data, that is, we are replacing the non-numeric characters with new characters and saving our dataset into a CSV format. In this, we are saving the data from which we have formatted the data into a CSV format while giving it with a new and reading our saved CSV files. We're using the pandas package. We read the files from the CSV files and then load the data. Researching the data from the chickenpox dataset. In this phase, we are in the second phase, which is the second dataset which we are comparing, and in this phase we are reading the second data file, that is the chickenpox dataset from the Hungarian dataset. We use the same functions in order to load the data, and in this phase we are going to clean the dataset by selecting specific columns which we want to compare it with the myocardial fraction comparisons. Coming to the description of analytic techniques, some of the analytical techniques used including data mining, which involves reading and getting access to two datasets. That is, I have given the links below, and you can just go through this. By combining these two datasets, we can achieve the final consistent data. That is the goal of this project. And potential of using parallelization techniques. To ensure the validity of the datasets, parallel data mining ought to have been done for the same datasets but from distributed data. By ensuring there is a high level functional representation of a data mining run in a parallel and performs as much as possible computations at a various data sources rather than acquiring all data for processing at a central location, as in the traditional map reduce approach, and merging the two data sets. In this phase, by using the data set map reduce functions, we are gonna merge the data and compare these using with the mappers and reducers. So coming to the conclusions, Some of the limitations experienced, including the datasets, especially the myocardial infarction, had non-numeric characters which had to be substituted with the numeric characters, and thus might result in the variance of the results. In case of actual values were in a place, we had to limit the number of fields to be used in myocardial infarction, thus losing out on vital overall information which might have changed end users' perception. That is all about my project, and I just include some brief description about my project in the link below, so you can just go through that, and you can just shoot me if you have any questions. Thank you all. Thank you for your time.